Hey kids, Invertical here. Welcome back to Empyrion. As you can see, I am currently flying around in my little small vessel, and I'm facing off against the Xeno Fortress that's over here. I've just spent the last, I don't know, 10-15 minutes softening it up, taking out most of the surface guns to the point where now I can pretty much strafe past it without too much outbound fire. I think there's a couple more guns kind of back there someplace. But I am, there it is. Where are you? I'm working at getting ready to take this thing out. I'm actually going to dismantle it completely. Not that I don't like the thought of having a Xeno Fortress as part of our training equipment here on this planet, but we do have this abandoned mine over here, which is quite sufficient for training that we need. I have done a little bit of layout or a little bit more work on the abandoned factory that I have set up here, the defense fort that we're working on. Basically, I've put a barrier all the way around it so that it is identifiable. So basically, you land, you can divide into teams. One team can go into this structure with whatever supplies they feel they want. They align with me. I switch the structure over to public. They take control of the structure. Do have whatever amount of time that there is allotted to set up their defenses. They have to be allied with me, so their defenses do not attack my bases that are also close by. And the attackers, come on, get out of there. There we go. Yes, it did take a few hits here and there. That's the third time I've landed to repair it, and I'm missing some armor. The attackers can then take whatever small craft or small personal hand weapons that they're going to use, do the attack on that, and then the fight goes until one side has been forced out of the structure. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll see how that goes. Now I'm going to pause for a bit here because you don't want to see me sitting there going through rating that POI, but that's what I'm going to be working on for the next little bit. So I'm going to cut here, and I'll come back when I've got a little bit more stuff over there dealt with, and I'm working on actually doing the raid itself. So don't go away, kids. I'll be right back. Okay, kids, we've secured the outer courtyard, if you will. Using the sniper's pistol or rifle, I took off these last couple of turrets. I still have, from drone mode here, I still have turrets on the far side of this wall that are active. I'm just not going to get too mixed up with them. And I've taken out pretty much everything on the inside of this courtyard, just sniping it from the top wall. Basically everything inside here has been knocked out, all the spawn pads and whatnot. And I'm not going through the hallway tunnel down here that you normally go through wherever it is that you come out here. That's just all. It can be a shortcut, but I do not have enough TNT to blast through this much stuff down to the main room. So I'm just going to fight this the sort of a long way. So that's where I'm at right now. It's been about, well, it's just coming on sunrise now, so it's been most of the night just getting into this courtyard. And I break my legs jumping off that roof. Come on, you. They have added a new feature to the weapons that I really do like. Thank you. If you continue to fire after you have ran out of ammo, it actually auto reloads now, which is something it didn't used to do. Now I am going to search cargo. This is why I'm not going to record the whole combat, simply because I am searching cargo for things that I need and that sort of thing as I go down. Oh, you're so without having to remind yourself to reload when you suddenly find yourself clicking on empty there, it's kind of helpful. Don't really care for any of that junk. No, don't need it. Could use that. Care for the rest of that stuff. Most of that junk I'm just going to throw into inventory later on here and use the sand crab to haul a load or two out of here. Like I said, I am going to strip this completely down. Junk. Aha, food items that we can use or something. I didn't bring much for lunch because normally I find so much of this stuff in here. And med kit items that I probably want as well. Okay, we're going to work our way into this next section here. I don't know, maybe this base is out of fuel or what the deal is, but it does not spawn hostiles anywhere near what it should be spawning hostiles. And I'm not going to complain too much because, well, I don't mind it not spawning hostiles. Honestly. Guys in this staircase. I don't see them. Not entirely sure I like the changes to the sound effects of the different guns. But they've definitely amped up the damage done by each of the epics now. Snipers are killing those things very easily now. More junk that I don't want. Okay, well, I'm going to again pause here for a bit. I'm going to keep working my way through this base. As you can see, the resistance on this base is fairly minimal. Nowhere near as much combat as I'm normally used to seeing in here, so I don't know if these bases are all glitchy or buggy or what, but I'll be again pausing here and I'll be back in a second. Okay, we've just entered into the lowest level of the thing. As of yet, I have not found any hostiles or anything more dangerous than a gun turret. That being said, I do hear a robot guy running around down here someplace, so I'll jump up here just to be on the safe side. You're probably out of range. And as I said, everything is dying so easily it's not even a challenge here. It's like the game's on super easy mode or something. Let's see, I mean the gun turrets, they shoot a burst, they don't rip you to ribbons like they normally do. I'll leave that guy down there for now. And it's just, I'm just surprised. Normally this is an actual combat. It's a decent, strong, hard battle. And I'm doing it with a pistol. So like the reaction time on turrets is pathetic and slow. I don't know, maybe we're slightly desynced or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, a lot of bullets for that gun. There's a surprise. There we go. I do hear some hostiles running around, but I'm not seeing much. Okay, we'll leave those all dead. Ordinarily, I would open up the room in the back here with the extra guys in it, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. We'll go open up the final room where the core is. I may have to go and run back to the shop and pick up some explosives. we'll run away for a real second here while we look at our 1 point of health. I don't know how efficiently they will track, but take a moment to regenerate just a little bit more. There we go. And large med kit twice. So I'll do 1 and 2. These are supposed to do 200 points of health here. What's going on? 150 points of health. Of course, the med kits, it was something they said that they had fixed, but I mean, obviously they're still very, very slow. Alright, one more. So I wanted one more of those. Okay. And we'll reload this. So we found hostiles. Hallelujah. Okay, and the core has been relocated. Now that I know that there was a couple of these are the cores have been moved. Not too overly worried about it. I'll find the core one way or another. Hostiles are not really overwhelming me. I'm going to pause here for a bit. I'm going to see if I can find the core for this building, and then I will start tearing it down. So once again, don't go away, kids. I'll be right back. Okay, we found the core here. I kept having these little combat mechanoid guys respawning, and I couldn't figure out where. So I came back into this room, and I was watching for one to spawn. He popped out of one of them floor plate spawners that they've introduced right here, and as soon as I destroyed the spawner, the core was directly underneath it. It only took a couple more shots and boom, the core was dead. So there we go, there we have it. This base is now mine for the looting. I am going to completely strip this base. 1730. Give me all your people. I am going to strip this base down to the very last block. I am going to completely disassemble it. The reason for that is because of the location of my training facilities that I'm putting in. This base has a tendency to shoot at you, shoot at me. shoot at anybody using the training facilities. I won't have that. And considering the base was literally so glitchy that I went through it without any real effort whatsoever. Ooh, hello, pretty. I'm not going to feel that it's going to be too big of a loss to knock this base down, because honestly, it's, yeah, there's nothing in it. When I can walk through a base like this, the biggest amount of combat was the air battle, taking out the external turrets. Like, I think I killed 10 mechanoids, maybe, tops. The spawners, all the spawners were malfunctioning all the way down, and all the turrets were not even really putting up a fight. They were just kind of there, you know, and you shoot them, call it good. So there we have it. That was probably me doing a Xeno Fortress in probably the most record amount of time I've ever done one by myself. Did not take any time whatsoever. And let's check this last loot. Last epic is another pistol. There we go. Got a couple extra bonus pistols and another laser. Bunch of miscellaneous junk. Okay. So now begins the fun and arduous task of completely disassembling this base. I have the parts right now. Well, I have 2 full stacks of multi-tool charges. The sand crab is parked right at the top here. I'm not really going to get too crazy about putting a core down and trying to get all the blocks and that kind of stuff. It's, for me, the percentage of blocks that I pick up is usually more than enough to make any difference, and I would rather fabricate the blocks that I want, because sometimes you don't want to just make nothing but combat steel. Of course, this base is essentially that, nothing but combat steel. I think there's a few of the other blocks in here. Come on, jump up there. But yeah, that was one of the most pathetic combats I've had on this in a very long time. There's the elevator. So thanks all for watching, kids. It took me one full day. This is sunset on one day. So one full day from when I started the air assault to when I wrapped this up myself. Yeah, that's not exactly putting up a fight. So thanks all for watching, kids. And I'll see you on the next episode. Good night for now.